you want to install more different solar systems using every time the same components. How this is possible, you learn now. Welcome on the Intersolar 2024 on the booth of Novotegra. On my side, I welcome Marc Uhland. He heads the product management, product development at Novotegra. Mr. Uhland, Novotegra has added new components, new systems to use more areas for photovoltaics, even on flat roofs. Which new components you have for this topic?
Yes, on flat roofs, the big topic at the moment are the big modules. So we're talking about modules which have a length of 2 meters or more, and which consequently have a surface of 2 square meters or more. And that's why we made a second version of our flat roof free system, which will clamp the modules on the long side of the frame.
Yeah.
You know already the flat roof free system from the last Intersolar. The only thing that's different for this new version is that we're not clamping on the short side of the frame, because for these big modules with 2 meters and more, the modules cannot take a lot of load being clamped on the short side. That's why we decided to make a version which offers the customer the solution to clamp in the optimum clamping point, which is defined from the module manufacturer. So these systems can take higher wind and snow loads also with the big modules.
So the installer is quite flexible to use the surface of the roof.
Exactly, and he's also flexible now to use the standard modules or the big modules with a bigger surface. And everything he needs for these bigger modules are a new support and another clamp, which is already in our components list from the flat roof too. So only one new component for a really new field of application.
Yeah, and the others are known by for the installers.
Exactly, yeah.
Already, and you have you enable more areas with this system, but you enable also more areas with your new system, with your facade system.
Yes.
And let's have a look at this system now.
Okay,
yeah?
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. The facades are important for industry and for commercial buildings, and you have a new system now for that solution?
Exactly, yeah. There are more and more requests for facade systems. This is probably because module prices have fallen a lot, but also that there is a high demand for electricity in winter, where facade systems are ideal to produce electricity. And so we also brought some new solutions to answer that trend. And what we did here is that we brought our systems, which are already known from the roof, to the wall. So this is our system that we are already using for several years on trapezoidal roofs. It's with the same short rails that the customer uses from the roof. It's the short rails are fixed with building authority approved fin sheet screws, and then we have a cross layer with our insertion rail, which the customer also knows already from the roof. The insertion rail, because here you have a really nice optic, yeah, which is quite important for facade systems, because you see it rather than on a roof. So for facades, optics is quite important. That's why we chose our insertion system for that. And the only new component which the customer will need is a slip guard, which is placed on the bottom of each lower rail. And that's the only new component. Everything else he knows already from the roof. And we put all that into Solar Planet, so the customer can do now a planning on his own. He gets a bill of material, he gets a proper static calculation, and he can do that all on his own.
Yeah, it's very important for the installer to have a plan.
Exactly.
Planning tool for that. But you don't have only a system for metal roofs, but also for other metal facades, sorry, but also for other facades.
Exactly, yeah. There are not only metal facades, but also, for example, concrete facades. For concrete facades, we are using at the moment these sockets. They are installed to the wall with dowels, and then we put the insertion rail on it as a cross layer system. And what you see here is some kind of preview, because we're at the moment planning a change from these sockets to our standard C-rail. So we have again a standard component which the customer knows already from the pitched roof, from the tile roof, from the green roof, for example. So standard components, and this brings also different other advantages. For example, that the customer doesn't need to set 2 dowels per socket, but he can use less dowels to fix the rail, and it's also easy to install to have a straight line.
And the information how many dowels you use shows the solar planet.
Yeah, that will be given by Solar Planet, yes.
Yeah.
And again, here we have the insertion system for clean optics and a nice looking facade system.
Yeah. But you have also news for the pitched roofs.
Yes, we have.
Then let's have a look on the systems. So the pitched roof is the everyday business for the installer, and you have new solutions for that.
Exactly.
Let me take this one.
Some new stuff for the pitched roof. Our customers know already since a lot of years our roof hook, which is 3 times adjustable with a centric load introduction and a very thin design. So that's our USP, let's say. And that means we only have to put out a few material out of the tile, and also the optics is very nice because you nearly don't see the mounting system from the street. Also because we can put the cables with the plugs inside the C-rail, so everything looks very nice. And for these tile roofs, we have now made another version of our roof hook, which is a version with a longer hook, meaning that we can also go on roofs with bigger tiles, with bigger tile recoverment. The normal hook can do a recoverment of 8 to, depending on the tile, to 9.5 centimeters, and the new one can do 4 centimeters more, so 12 or even up to 13.5 centimeters of tile recoverment. Yeah, that's the news on the tile roof system. Then we also have some new versions of our short rails. The customers know already our short rails from the pitched roof. It's already pre-assembled with the EPDM for water tightness. You have the holes there where you can fix it. And these short rails exist at the moment in a C24 version for the project business for a good price, with a C47, our standard profile. And we now brought another version with the C71 profile, which offers more ventilation of the installation, and also is very good if you use, for example, optimizers or microinverters. And last but not least, we also have some news on the seamed roof. For the seamed roof, we had in the past clamps for standing seam and rounded seam. We now brought another profile which can also be used on snap and angle seams. And these profiles we made that we have a version for the clamping system and the insertion system. For example, this one is for the insertion system. So you can just put the insertion rail here, connect it to the seam clamp, and you have already, again, the same components as on the facade, as on the other pitched roofs. So the perfect solution for every roof in the end.
Yeah, so a real installation kit. Thank you very much for the new systems, for the new solutions.
You're welcome.
I think no wish is left for the installer.
That's what we hope.
Yeah, and if you want to know more about Novotegra and other systems of Novotegra, use the website.